All right, Pokemon players, we are here for the 7th round of Swifts for Canada Eastern Regionals Championship. We have Michael again. He was featured on the last match versus Jerry this round. See, it's going to be a Trevenant matchup versus the Toad Bats. Michael is going to go first this game. He's going to go ahead and set up here. He looks like he did an Ultra Ball. I didn't catch that exactly, but he's going to go ahead and Hypnotoxic Laser here. He's going to get a Tails. He's going to be poisoned. Let's see. Coin flip for a Super Scoop Up. He got a Tails for that as well. I see Michael's going to go ahead and play a Silent Lab, and he's going to go ahead and just pass his turn. So Jerry's going to go ahead and put a damage counter on. See, he's got lots of different options in his hand. He's going to start with the Trainer's Mail. He's got the Bursting Balloon in his hand. He's got a Shaman, Lysander, so he's got quite a few options here. It's unfortunate Michael couldn't get that turn one Quick and Punch. Would have definitely slowed Jerry down, but we'll see here. This is definitely two very different but similar deck ideas. Both spreading damage, both trainer locking. So we're going to see who comes out on top for this one. Jerry's going to go ahead and play the level ball he got off the Trainer's Mail. Just going to do probably a quick deck search here. Nope, he's just going to go right to the Phantom and shuffle back up. Looks like he's getting this deck a little caught here. He's still got an Ultra Ball to possibly play. Looks like he is going to choose to play the Ultra Ball. Probably going to discard the Lysander, and the Bursting Balloon is definitely going to be, if he can get the Bursting Balloon out, I feel like he should, just to try to get that damage onto Michael's Toad. This is going to be a very interesting matchup. See, Jerry's actually going to go ahead and just Lysander up the Shaman. And he's going to attach the Bursting Balloon. Looks like he's going to contemplate. He is going to still play the Ultra Ball. Oh, he's going to hold into his hand. That's not a bad choice there. I feel like to get to Lysander and slow Michael down, what it looks to be is possibly forcing him to Shaman through that Bursting Balloon. So, see, Michael has a computer search in his hand. He attached the DC to the Shaman. He's going to be able to get the knockout here with the Shaman EX. So Michael is doing exactly what he needs to do versus Bursting Balloon and Shaman. Michael's going to go ahead and computer search in for a Sycamore. Got a couple options. He's got a Zubat in his hand. He's going to go ahead and go back to the active. He's got a Tails there. I guess he was trying to take the knockout on the active, but he still wouldn't have got the knockout on the bench. So I'm not too sure what made him choose. I'm not sure what's in his hand that would have made him choose to try to put the damage on the active. So, he's going to retreat. So he actually didn't want to sky return there. The bursting balloon puts 6 damage. 6 damage on there. We see Jerry actually does top deck a Juniper, so this is great for him. He is, however, energy behind in a trainer lock, so definitely needed to draw into that Juniper. Looks like, is he considering to try to Ultra Ball here? You can't. Oh, maybe not. He's going to see about possibly setting up. Oh, okay. So he didn't draw the setup, and then he went ahead and just passed. Okay. We see a Crobat putting 3 damage counters. And then we see a Quaking Punch here for 40. And Jerry's going to go ahead and he's going to break into the Trevenant. And he's going to attach that Psychic Energy. And you see he's going to go ahead and Juniper now. One, two, three, four, three. Did he draw 8 cards? See, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drew an 8. It looks like he drew 8 cards. Double check on that for me. We're gonna make sure that he didn't draw 8 cards here really quick. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he drew 8 cards off of the Sycamore. Oh, he just realizes that he had done that. So we're gonna go ahead and rewind it. It's not a big deal here. It's just a easy fix. So I'll be right back when. All right, so we did confirm he did accidentally draw 8 cards. So his last card that he accidentally drew was a Ultra Ball, so it just got set back on the top of the deck. It became common knowledge to both players, and a warning was given for that. So we see that Michael went ahead through his turn, and Jerry's back at his turn here, still in the Quaking Punch lock. And it looks like that Jerry is going to go ahead and scoop this game to Michael. Michael being the victory, getting the victory of game 1. So we will be right back with game number 2. Alright, we're going to get started here with game number 2. Looks like Michael mulliganed for his first hand, so Jerry does gonna get the option to draw one free card so far. He's not marking it, so he might not choose to take it, or he might even forget. Some players just don't remember things like that, so we'll see what happens. He might just be memorizing it in his head. We see Michael did get an active Zubat here. Oh, he did put, he's going to take the one mulligan card there. So we're going to see good luck for both players, good sportsmanship, and they're going to go ahead and start. Jerry's going to opt to going first as the non-winner. He's going to start with a trainer's mail. He's going to look to probably take the Dementia Valley. He's going to go ahead and take it, show it. I'm pretty sure he's going to consider playing it. If not, he might put it in his hand and save it, as he does know Michael plays the Silent Labs. And actually, Jerry has a Silent Lab in his hand as well, so maybe he was going to consider doing that. We're just going to have to see what he chooses. We see a level ball. He's going to search through his deck. He's going to choose to get a Jirachi EX. He's going to choose to get out the Wallies, play the Wallies, and get that turn 1 Trevenant. And that is huge. What an explosive turn. So now we see Michael is in trainer lock, and he is also probably going to be in Silent Lab lock. You see, Jerry is going to go ahead and play that Silent Lab. He's got a bursting balloon in his hand. He's contemplating whether he wants to play it. He is going to just go ahead and play it for the safe bet. So he's going to go ahead and be a seeker for the Wallies in case Michael does get the Seismitoad out, but we're going to see here. So now Michael is in a really tough spot. He's trainer locked. It actually doesn't even look like he has a basic. He actually doesn't even have a basic. He's just going to go ahead and scoop. And that's pretty fair to just scoop that game out of the way. He wants to have as much time into the game 3, where he's going to have the ability to choose to go first. So he can play through his item cards that he wants to be able to get through. So that was another quick game. We'll be right back with the third game. All right, looks like they're gonna go ahead and draw for. We see Jerry. It looked like he started with a Jirachi, and that's really unfortunate for him. He does not want to see that, especially in the third game here. Okay, we see Michael's going to go ahead and shuffle up. He's going to go ahead and mulligan again. That's for the second one. Something Michael doesn't want to see. He doesn't want to give Jerry any more free cards, especially because Well, Michael doesn't know this, but if Jerry starts with a Jirachi, which I believe it was Jirachi, it was either Jirachi or Shaman, it looked like that's going to be an advantage that Michael wants to keep. So Michael did get a Zubat. Oh, and a Seismitoad here, so he's definitely starting exactly how he wants to see. All right, they're going to go ahead and start. Jerry did start with a Jirachi. He's going to go ahead and draw 2 cards. And he's not going to play any of them down. So we see Michael's going to go ahead and touch a Fighting Fury Bell. He's going to play that Hypnotoxic Laser. He's going to go ahead and straight in. And that right there was the issue. Jerry did have the option to play down the Phantoms, and he didn't. So it got shuffled, and Michael's at a pretty good position here. Like I said, Jerry's starting with the Jirachi. It does look like Michael didn't get the DC, but he does have an Ultra Ball to be able to go in and get a Shaman. So, and Jerry looks like he had a couple of good cards. He's gonna have to, I think, just Sycamore though. It didn't look like there was anything else. So he's gonna Ultra Ball twice. See that Michael's gonna go ahead and do another quick deck search. Wants to see what he has left in his deck. So he's gonna go ahead and get a Zubat, and then he's gonna get a Shaman to set up for 6. So there's a lot of things here Michael still has left to do. He still didn't get that double colorless, but he does have a lot of bats in play, which is great for him because then he's going to be able to start manipulating that damage, which is exactly what he wants to do. We also see that he has the Rough Seas. He's opting not to play the Zubat just simply because if Jerry does get the Silent Fear, which it's not actually possible on the first turn, but doesn't want to get the damage spread to him. So you see Jerry does. Oh, Jerry wasn't in trainer lock for the first turn. I forgot that Michael had go on first. So we see Jerry is going to go ahead and play through all his trainers here. Starts with a trainer's mail for a Dimension Valley. I know he has an Ultra Ball in his hand, I believe. I know there's a Bursting Balloon, but I thought that there was an Ultra Ball as well. Nope, it's just a Bursting Balloon. So his hand's actually not as good as I thought it was. He's going to go ahead and end.
Can I get that entrance vending table, please?
See, Jerry does get into a Phantom. Plays it on his bench. Plays another trainer's mail. He's going to choose the Lysander. He's going to look to Ultra Ball here. I can't tell. Oh, it's a Silent Lab in his hand.
Patrick Thompson, you can
Silent
come
Lab
on
and
board
a
for
red
that.
card. So Jerry's going to go ahead and choose to get that Shaman EX with that. He's looking to, okay, he's going to go ahead and red card. Let me see. Jerry's going to attach the bursting balloon to the Phantom and go ahead and set up for 6. It's going to attach a retreat from the active. Send out the bursting balloon Phantom. He's going to go ahead and use Ascension to evolve into Trevenant.
Patrick Thompson, come and collect your deck, please.
Let's see. Michael's going to go ahead and replace that stadium with a Rough Seas. He's going to go ahead and Sneaky Bite. Sycamore. He's looking to get that DCE. He really needs it. It looks like he didn't get it. That's so unfortunate for him. And now he's kind of getting stuck. I mean, the cards in his hand, he's got literally a bunch of cards he can't play from that trainer lock. He does have a judge for next turn, but he does not want to see a turn go by that he is not trainer locking Jerry. So we see Jerry is going to go ahead and attach a Psychic Energy to the Trevenant. Go ahead and replace the Rough Seas with a Dementia Valley, attaching that Bursting Balloon. So he does have the Level Ball in his hand. He's going to play and get another Phantom here. And he's going to be able to Juniper for a fresh 7. He wants to be able to get the Trevenant break out of that 7 cards. He's also doing, like I said, a quick deck search here. He's opting not to take the Phantom. Maybe it wasn't a Phantom and it was a Trevenant and couldn't tell. You go ahead and see. He's going to Juniper. Okay, so go ahead and he gets 7. He did get the Trevenant. He has the Ultra Balls. He's got lots of stuff going on here for him. So he's definitely going to start spreading that damage around, which is exactly what he would like to see. As well as having the Bursting Balloon on there for next turn. So see a Trainer's Mail. He's going to take a Zerosik, and this is just exactly what Jerry's looking for. Jerry wants to see Zerosik Trainer Lock. He does not want to let Michael Trainer Lock him back. And considering the look of Michael's hand, a little questionable. So we do see Silent Fear spreading 30 around the board here. Michael draws into a water. He is going to attach the water. And he's looking at his hand. Again, his hand is just filled of... So he can't really play. He's going to be able to evolve that Crobat and put damage on the active. And I believe he's probably going to... He's going to Silent Lab. He's going to judge here. So hopefully, Michael's hoping that he can get into something that's helpful for him. And hoping that Jerry draws into something that's not helpful for him. Only the issue is that Michael is not going to get the trainer lock this turn, so Jerry has the ability to continue to draw even if he doesn't get anything really that great off of his 4 cards. And Jerry got exactly what he was looking for.
Can I get the following players to the judges' table, please?
So we see
Edward
Michael's
Norton,
just going to go ahead and
Derek
pass.
Houghton, Andrew Giles, and Lucas Peter.
Not necessarily the worst thing,
Edward
but
Norton, Derek Houghton, Andrew Giles,
Jerry's
and
going to go ahead and
Lucas
attach
Peter.
the Psychic Energy to his Trevenant Break. He's going to be spreading that damage. See the Zerosic? He's going to go ahead and Zerosic away the Fighting Fury Belt. The question, considering what's in his hand, unless he can go ahead and Ultra Ball, he's going to, nope, he's just going to go ahead and Silent Fear here. Didn't catch that prize. And so Michael did get that DC, and this is where I feel like I would have wanted to hold on to that Zerosic just to be able to get rid of this DC right here. Michael's going to go ahead and play a Toad on the bench, and then he's going to go ahead and Chorus for 6. Now we see Michael's in a position to start locking Jerry out of playing trainers, and he has only an Ultra Ball in his hand. It was an Ultra Ball Psychic and an AZ, I believe, and then I think he drew a Phantom from his prizes. Not 100% sure, but you see Michael's going to go ahead and rough seas. Not too sure, actually. We're going to have to double check. Jerry needed the second energy to attack. He had to have the second energy to attack, so. We're going to go ahead and project so I can see here. We see Jerry's going to go ahead and attach that energy. He does have, it must have been a Trevenant he drew off the prize cards, and he looks like he top decked a Juniper off of the top of his deck here. We can see that Jerry's actually going to just go ahead and Tree Slam here, putting 20 on the Crobat and the Shaman, setting the Shaman up for a Silent Fear for the knockout. But more than likely, he's going to just continue to spread the 20 because he knows currently with the Rough Season play, his 30 damage on those Seismitoads aren't going to do anything. They're just going to go ahead and get Rough Seeds healed off. So, considering how awful both the first game and the second game went, this is already turning into a very interesting Game 3. We see Michael's going to go ahead and Professor Sycamore, drawing 7. He's going to go ahead and put the Lugia in play. Lugia, he's going to retreat the Seismitoad and promote the Lugia and take the knockout. And right now Jerry's in a spot where he doesn't know what he wants to do. He's trying to calculate damage. Jerry is also not under trainer lock anymore, which is kind of a big deal. So you see Jerry's going to go ahead and start off with that level ball. Michael's active as a Lugia.
Can I please have VIP Joseph Tran and Patrick Del Cruz?
So there's a phantom right there. It's actually two phantoms, so. Jerry's trying to decide here. He's looking to Ultra Ball. He'll look to get a Shaman EX off of that. And it looks like he has a Trevenant in his hand, so. Alright, we see lots of good things here for Jerry. He's got that Super Rod. He's going to be able to put some Pokemon back in. Pokemon, a combination of energy and Pokemon. Considering that that's 4 Psychic Energy in his discard pile. I feel like he's going to put a Psychic Energy in. Yeah, there we go. He might even consider taking out the Phantom, because he has 2 Phantoms left. I think he's going to go ahead and just go with that. Phantom, Trevenant, Psychic Energy. Both of these players are going to try as hard as they possibly can to win this match, because if they win, whomever wins, they automatically... No, he Ultra Balled and Shaman. They automatically are going to be able to ID. I'm pretty sure ID into Top Cut. So this is a really big game for both of them. They both want to win very badly. So Michael's going to go ahead and start with the Rough Seas. Doesn't want to forget removing and healing that damage, because that really is going to matter for him. He is really going to start having to dig for a DCE here. He's going to start with a Super Scoop Up. Got a Tails for that Super Scoop Up. It's definitely not what he wanted to see. I'm not even sure what either player is looking to do right now. Both are in kind of sticky situations here. It's looking like Jerry is a little bit better off than Michael, simply just due to the fact that Michael has a lot of damage on his board. Michael does have the DCE actually in his hand. He was hoping to be able to scoop up the Lugia and probably promote the Toad and go ahead and Quaking Punch, but Michael does know that if he attaches the DC to the active Lugia, he might not have any more DC left. Gonna go ahead and attach it to the bench side switch it. So I was gonna Ultra Ball. We do see that he does not have any more energy left in his deck, so his last DC is in his presence. So he really needs to hold on to that DC. I'm guessing he's VS Secreting for a Colress? Did he play Colress this game? If he just VS Secret for an N, you just go confirm that he has the Colress in his discard pile for me. Just bring it to the top. See, Michael's gonna go ahead and attach that muscle band. Oh, okay. He did have the Colress there. Yeah, it was underneath. See here, he's gonna go ahead and computer search. There's one more super scoop up left. This coin flip really does matter. And it tails. Oh man, that's so unfortunate. That might have even cost him the game. And there's a heads. Wow, he would have much rather seen that reverse. No, but on the bright side, Jerry is staying asleep between turns. Jerry's going to go ahead and wallies into a Trevenant break.
Sean Foisey and Gilbert Flan, please come to collect your
We
debt.
see that Jerry stayed asleep again. But he is getting to just manually attach, so. And still sleep. One thing that happened though, Michael didn't rough seize. And he does have the AZ. So this is very lucky for Michael. There we go. We do see he did rough seize there. Here we go. Oh, only 80. Damage should have only been 80. He had 30 on him. 30 plus 40 is 70 plus 10 between turns is 80. So yeah, it took 10 more damage than he should have. Yes. Yes, you can double check it if you want, like. Just do it quick. Alright, we're gonna be able to confirm the damage here. Just 1 second. $30 plus 40 So he just took 10 more damage than he was supposed to. That was all. Oh, it's a muscle band and not a fighting fury ball. Oopsies. Whoopsies.
Gilbert Wong,
Whoops.
please come and collect your back at the judges table.
You can't tell. I can't see, man. Well, you can't be mad at me. Trying to I'm just making sure. All right, we see Jerry's gonna go ahead and he finally woke up. Shaman is awake. We see Michael's gonna go ahead and just take that knockout with the quaking punch. Jerry is in a position that he has to tree slam in order to get enough damage on the board. The 30 is just not going to be enough, but he's taking a risk. He can either take the knockout this turn for the Shaman with the 30 spread, or he can hit it for 20 and hope that the Shaman stays in play to do the additional 20 next turn. Granted, there's not really a way that Michael can bring that Shaman up because he's trainer locked, so yes, he is going to go ahead and spread that 20. So that was definitely the better play. And 60 to the active there with the tree slam. The active Trevenant break is going to go ahead and see the rough seas. It should have only taken 20, but I'm not 100% sure. So just go ahead and pause it and restart it. Alright, we see. Oh. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Alright, so Jerry did take that knockout. Michael is kind of getting into a bind. Does have another DC in his hand now, though. Oh, and he just forgot to rough seas. Oh, that's really going to hurt him. He either forgot to rough seas this turn or he forgot to rough seas last turn. And that's really going to make a difference. Every damage counts at this point, especially with Jerry going to be able to spread that damage. Oh man, that's really going to suck for Michael. We see Jerry's going to go ahead and take a Lysander. Luckily, Michael still does have that DC in his hand. So, I'm not sure if Michael plays another rough seas or not, but oh man, that's going to be so unfortunate. So now we're going to see that spread of the 30. Actually, now, and I think Michael is out of cards and he doesn't have a way to put any back in. Oh, wow. That is so unfortunate. So even though Michael didn't Rough seas, it didn't actually make a difference. He's going to actually deck out here, unfortunately, and that is just so unfortunate. But congratulations to Jerry. Michael's still in this game, though. He has to win out his last game, but as you see there, they go ahead and shake hands. Good sportsmanship in the end. Jerry is going to go ahead and win the best of 3 here in round 7. Jerry is going to be able to ID into cut, I believe, and Michael is going to have to win out his last game, but we will be back with the final round 8 of Ontario Regionals, and we'll see you guys soon.